So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Um, I have a corporate background. I did software, international technology type things, and spent 10 years at IBM. And during my 30 years related to, software and corporate, I actually lost three children. And so, first a miscarriage and then a full-term stillborn, and then my two boys grew up, but then my older son, Brent, was killed in a motorcycle accident
I'm
while he
so
was out of
sorry.
Arizona State University on his way to becoming a pilot. So that really kind of messed everything up. And so those losses actually was a catalyst for my 30-year marriage falling apart. And then I got married a second time to a wonderful man, and he had a widowmaker heart attack on his way to work one morning. So I became a bereaved mother and a widow, sorry. And it's basically all of that loss really made me
Feel
want to do something to give back, and I knew helping others would help me heal. So I've started two nonprofits related to resilience after loss or grief recovery. Yeah.
great. So how is grief different from complex grief, or they're both the same?
Well, no, I think it's just levels, like anything, right? There's different levels. They call it, yeah, complicated grief. And I think, and I'm not an expert so much in that, but it really is, I think when a lot of times there's trauma involved,
Yeah.
and it's maybe a really shocking, complicated grief. And I probably had complicated grief. I mean, my marriage fell apart after
Yeah.
my older son died, and then I had issues with some stuff with financial and body stuff, and it just seems like a lot of stuff piling up
Yeah.
sometimes. Old grief, I'm sorry, new grief brings up old grief, is one thing. And it's hard to put layers or levels or
Mhm.
grades on grief
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's so unique.
Unless you're
It's
seeing one to one and
Well,
yeah.
even that, I mean, even different people that have the same type of loss, like other people that have lost children or other people that have lost spouses, it's
Right.
not the same. Your relationship is not the same, right?
Yeah.
Every relationship is unique, and you really can't judge what anybody else is going through because it's their unique relationship and their particular situation. It's different, and people process grief differently. So there's no set standards for these things, right? You really have to let people process in their own time and in their own way.